The 9th of February, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
And we're in the Mr. Brewer in Siman Tuf Reish Ches, and we are now learning in Sif Yud Sif Hey. Very detailed halacha. We're going to go through it slowly. Mr. Brewer gives a lot of details, and this is one of the reasons. This halacha is one of the reasons they say the poskim say on Purim, best stay where you are, don't move around. Meaning in the city where you live, stay where you are, don't move around, and because it makes things much easier in halacha. Yeah, Sif Hey. Mayor, would you like to read for us today?
Okay. 1 second. Pay. It's going to be hey. Okay. It says Benir Shalach Likrach. Oh, Ben Krach Shalach Leir. Okay, so when one from the city goes to a village, or one from the village goes to a city. Im hayada tolach zorlim komo. If he has in mind to return to his place, bisman kriya, venit akev velo chazar. Korebi komo. So hold it. At the time of the reading, oh no, I'm sorry. So what if he has in mind to return to his place at the time of the reading?
He left his place, and right. He intended when he left that he would be back in his place in time for the reading in his place.
Right, but it seems like he got delayed,
right,
and didn't return.
That was his intention, but now he got delayed.
Okay. Korei, is that a bet? Bim Komo, I guess.
No,
he reads in the.
That's a chaf.
Oh, it's a kaf. Kim Komo. Oh, he reads as if it is his place.
He reads. He korei Kim Komo. He reads as it is in his place.
Okay. Ve'im lo haya b'dato lachzor ella la'achar zman hakriya. So what if he doesn't have in mind to return, but after until after the reading?
Meaning he left his place, and he did not intend at the onset when he left his place to return in time to hear the reading in his place.
Oh, okay. Korei im anshe hamakom shehusham. He should read with the people whose place he's there.
Now, at the place where he is now.
Well, the place where he's now. Okay. The Haggah, let's see. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Okay. Haggah. The imhu bamidbar o b'sfina korei biyom yadalit kamo rov haolam. Okay. So if he's in the wilderness, the desert, or on a ship, he reads on the day of the 14th like the rest of the world, rest of the people.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
Just to review, so you have two cases here, and the primary consideration in both cases is what was his intention when he left his place, right? Was he intended to return to his place for his Purim or not? So in the first case, where he intended to come back in time to have his reading in his place. So even though he's delayed in his return, he will read according to the time when he was supposed to be reading in his residency. In the time where he did not, a circumstance where he did not intend to return, so then he reads, right, in the place where he's at that time when they're reading. Okay. Let's see the Mishna Berura.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hey. Okay. Ben Ir Shahalak Likbrach. So the city dweller goes to the village. Seif Zeh Hu Lashon Harambam. So this section is in the language of the Rambam.
Right, just basically saying it's a quote from the Rambam. This halakha, as listed in the Mechaber, is a quote from the Rambam.
Oh, okay. Umitnei sherabim mitkashim b'seif hazeh mukrach ani l'harchiv hadibur ketzat okay, ketzat.
And since that many have difficulties with this sif, mukhrach, it requires me, the harchiv hadibur ketzat, I have to elaborate, expand the statement that's made over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kafi Pirshuhu Hamagid Vakesef Mishna V'chein Mashma Mehagra.
So therefore, the Mishnah Berurah is going to explain, according to the commentaries of the Maggid Mishnah and the Vilna Gaon.
Oh, okay. Utzrichin Anu Leidash Losha Devarim. Aleph. Let's see, it's a long. De'im hu shayach la'arei haprazot afilu yom echad karui paruz v'korei b'yudalet. Okay.
So there are three things we need to know. Meaning there are three variables in this equation of when a person who's on the move, meaning he's leaving his residency during the days of Purim. So there are three variables we have to take into consideration. Aleph, if he's has association to the area prozus, that means the Yudalad. Prozus mean they're open cities, they're not walled cities. If he's shayach to the open cities, the Yudalad places, then he's called a poruz, he's called a resident of an open city, V'karav Yudalad, and he reads on Yudalad.
Okay. V'chein im hu shayach le'mukafin afilu yom echad karoi mukaf v'chorei v'tetvav.
And on the other hand, likewise, if he has association to a walled city, even one day, he's called a walled city resident, Rikora Tezvav, and then he will read on Tezvav.
Oh, okay.
That's the first criteria that needs to be met, or the first variable which needs to be determined.
Okay. Let's see. Bet. Zman kriya hu ha'ikar bayom. V'chevan shehaya ba'arei ha'prazot but v'chalat hayom yedalid. Korei yedalid.
So, need to know about the Mechaber is when he's referring to the Zman Kriya, he's not referring to the time of the reading at nighttime, right? There are two Kriyas. We read at night, and then again we repeat and read during the day. So when the Mechaber is referring to Zman Kriya, he's referring to the reading during the day.
Right. Okay.
That's something we need to know as well.
Okay. Let's see. V'chein k'haygavna l'inyan mukafin b'yom tetvav.
Okay, Gavna Inyan Mukafim Biyom Tesva. So therefore,
Okay.
since we're referring to the reading as the reading of the daytime, so therefore the Prozim read at the beginning of the 14th day. And in this case, therefore, Mukafim are referred to as those who are going to be reading on Tesva.
Oh, okay. Okay, Gimel. Zman kriya shekotev hamechaber hainu zman kriyat hamakom shehu bo ata. Lo zman sheetz. Okay.
Like the Zman Kriya is in the place where he is right now. Meaning the determining factor is we have to decide where this person is, right?
Mhm.
And what's the time of the reading in the place where he is at?
Okay. Lo Zaman Sheyatza Misham.
And it's not the time from the place he left. It's not the time of the reading from the place he left.
Okay. V'ata nevaeret hasaif keseder b'chol parat b'fnei atzmo.
So now the Mishnah is going to go into the details of all the different situations that could arrive in this situation of the halacha here.
Okay. So Ben Irsha halak likrach imayadato be'et nesiato lachzor limkomo bisman kriya. Hold on. Bisman kriya. Okay. Oh, Rotzelo Mar bisman kriya shel tetvav. Right place.
That's right. That here. So again, now he's gonna go through the halachas and the different cases. You have one case, Ben Ir halach l'krach. Ben Ir is a person who is a Yud Dalet person, and he goes to a krach, right?
Right.
If he has in mind to return to his place that he left at the time of the Kriya, what does that mean? That means Bisman Kriya.
Okay. The Hainu Misheheir Hayom Lo Yihiyeh Sham Ki Yachzor Misham Kodem or Hayom.
Right. I mean, when they're going to be when they're going to be reading on Yudalid, his intention is not to be there at that time. He's planning to be, right, in his return to his regular place, his regular residence, at the time when they're reading on Yudalid.
Okay. Af she levisof roehu muhrach lehit akev sham gam al yom tetvav.
Even though it turns out that at the end he sees that he's forced to remain there, meaning he originally planned to leave and return before they would be reading on Yudalid outside of, say, Yerushalayim. But now he's stuck in Bnei Brak. The time of Yudalid reading, he's now stuck in Bnei Brak.
Okay. So it's the Mukrak Lehita Cave Sham Amo Yom Tetvav. Is that what he's stuck there? Okay.
Right.
Okay. Mikom Makom Eino Nikra B'Shem Mukaf V'Korei B'Yom Yudalid B'Yoto Bakrach.
That exactly. Therefore, he's now got himself a situation where he's going to be in Yudalid. He's going to be in the Krach. He's not called a Mukaf, rather he's called a Yudalid in that Krach.
Okay. Aval im ba'et nesiato lo haya imahem biyom tetvav.
So he's going to be now reading on Tezvav. Right.
Oh, okay. Good. V'afilu im achar kach hazar le'iro biyom tetvav korei sham im lo kara mitchalat b'krach.
So even if it turns out that he did go back to his original city on the day of Tezvav, or Sham, he reads there on Tezvav. If he hadn't read already in the beginning and in the Krach.
Oh, okay. V'atanya ba'er ha'seif li'inyan ofen
Sheni.
hasheni.
You can explain the sif in a different way. There's another way of understanding what's going on in this halach.
Oh, okay. The hainu b'ven krach shehalach le'ir imayadato be'et nesiato lachzor limkomo bizman kriya.
So you had a ben krach that left the city. If his das at the time of his leaving to go back and to return to his place at the time of the kriya, meaning the Kriya where he's going to, not the Kriya where he is. He wants to return to that place on the night of Yudalit, Kodem Shara Hayom, before it gets to be Omer Shachar. Who's man Kriya? That's the Zman at the time of the reading.
Okay. V'av shelivsof haya shenit akev v'lo chazar kor'o b'makomo.
He's going to read there, right, on in his place. That means he's going to read on the day of Tezvav, even though he happens to be in Yudalit place. He's going to read on Tezvav.
Okay. Aval im lo haya b'dato be'et nesiato hamakom asher hu sham. You do the brackets?
Yeah.
Okay. Yalkain af shechazar b'yoto yom uva likrach tzarik likro beoto yom yudalid dehu nikra paruz ben yomo.
He's a Paruz. He's a Yudalit person for one day. Since he's a Yudalit person for one day, even one day makes him obligated to read on Yudalit.
Okay. V'chatav hataz dechol zeh davka im hayasham ba'ir b'tchilat hayom.
Taz writes that this is only speaking about where he was in the place of Yudalit at the beginning of the day, at that time.
Aval im chazar limkomo shehu kurach odem hayom lo mo'il ma shechashav mitchila eliyot ba'ir be'et kriyat ha'ir.
Right. So it's not gonna help him what he thought to do, and because if he's there at the beginning of the day, that's what's going to be the deciding factor for him.
Oh, okay. And that last one, Yud Gimel, V'im hu medaber v'chulei, b'mibar, or on a ship, safina, I guess. Afilu hu mibnei hakrachkin, Eliyahu Zota b'shem kol bo.
It's Eliezer b'shem the Shechol, but those are the sources of this halach.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's if he's in a midbar. Doesn't
Right.
matter. As long as he's out of, even if he happens to be from a place of Tezvav, but since now he's in a midbar, he has to read on Yudalid, irregardless of apparently whether he wanted to return or not, or planning to return, not planning to return. He's in a midbar on Yudal like everybody else.
Okay.
All right, let's see 1 second. Maybe that brings us to Vav. All right, let's see. I think we'll just have time to read the Mechaber. Let's read the Mechaber.
Okay, so it says Yom Tetvav Shechal Lihiyot Shabbat. Okay, so in Tetvav begins on Shabbat, or coincides with Shabbat. Ein Korin HaMegillah b'Shabbat. So we don't read the Megillah on Shabbat. Ella Makdimim Likrota b'Erev Shabbat. But we read earlier, and we read it on Erev Shabbat, so on Friday.
Yeah, this is I think what we call Purim Mishulash. I mean, if Tezvav falls out on Shabbos. You don't read the Megillah on Shabbos. Either, where do you read the Megillah? You read the Megillah on Erev Shabbos, right? The Goy V'Moy is Matanos Taniyim, and you collect the Matanos Levyonim on Erev Shabbos as well. Imochokim, also Biyom, and you give them out on Erev Shabbos, right?
Oh, okay.
Yom Shabbos, Motzim Shnei Sifri Torah. You take out 2 Sifri Torah. You read the Parsha Shavu and Yavu Molek. Go and on Shabbos you say Al Nisim. Vein Osin Sudas Purim Ad Yom Echad B'Shabbos. So you don't make the Sudas Purim until Echad B'Shabbos, until Yom Rishon.
To Yom Rishon.
Purim Mishulash, 3 days of Purim. Okay, very good. Okay, that gives us our time now. So yeah, we'll begin the Zion. We're not going to go into the Mishnah Berurahs on this now because it's not relevant to this year. This year is a regular Purim.
All right.
So we
Okay.
don't have to learn the Mishnahs on this particular Sif today, next week rather. But we'll start the Sif Zion B'Neder tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Yom
Rishon.
Okay.
All right. Have a good Shabbos,
Thank you,
everyone.
Mir. Very good, really. Eliezer Tzvi, have a good day. Rameir, hope to see you tomorrow, maybe, perhaps. And Luke also.
Perhaps it depends if I'm cooking or not.
I know. Should be, have a good day. Mitzvah Shem.
Okay, very good. Be well.